Hello, Mr. Lieutenant 9000. Good evening to you as well. Hope you are having a fine Thursday. Fine Thursday evening. Excuse me. We're back. We're back with the Rizz run. We're rizzed up. Naturally, as we are. As we have been. Oh, they got a sneak attack. Brother, snuck around. Alright, let's get closer to each other here. Thank you, thank you. There we go. Just got off work, made myself some nachos, ready to watch the power of Rizz. Would you say you're the Rizz god? That's Trask. Trask is the Rizz god. I am but his supplicant. Hello, good sir. Hello there, welcome. Glad you have made it to the chat. Hope you are having a fine evening. Stream audio? Well, my microphone is on, so that shouldn't be that. I have audio? Yeah, I don't know what technical issue you're experiencing. Sound is good for you. Reloading worked? Okay, cool. Cool. Kill. Welcome, Swarm, as well to the stream. Thank you very much for coming by. Appreciate it. Let's see if Juhani can take the Rizz. Let's see if she can resist the Rizz. Dumb question, what class combo is most Bard-like? Most Bard-like? That's honestly a rough comparison. You've got Sword Bard. I guess you could say Soldier Consular could be Sword Bard. You've got Knowledge Bard. Like Mockery Bard, Vicious Mockery Bard. Which, not Vicious Mockery. I mean, all bards have Vicious Mockery, but, like, the Mockery you can do to reduce someone's attack or defense or whatever. I don't know. Honestly, I would probably just say Scoundrel Consular. Maybe Scoundrel Sentinel. I wouldn't really call much of the classes very Bard-like, to be honest. Because I guess you could say that any combination is Bard-like because you've got some martial prowess, no matter what you're doing. I guess thematically, maybe Scout and Sentinel would be like the most Bard thing you could do. Straight down the middle. Jack of all trades, master of nothing. I think that would be the most fitting. I did Scoundrel and Consular, but there isn't a clean lore comparison. Yeah, there's no clean lore comparison for like anything really, but right down the middle is kind of what Bard is all about. Able to do everything, but not perfect at anything. So I would say Scout Sentinel. Just as, the feature is called Cutting Words. It's been a while since I played Baldur's Gate. Or proper D&D. I've been doing Pathfinder recently. Hello, Derpoops. And hello, DM Live. I was at a work thing this week. What have I missed? We've managed to avoid losing. We had to pull a really cool trick last stream. Oh shit. We had to pull a really cool... Hey. Juhani, I'm gonna need you to get stunned, please. Amazing. We pulled a really cool trick last stream to not lose the charisma run. Though, we're still pretty fragile as is. Tough to achieve, the flavor of Bard, but gameplay-wise, any kind of consular will give you good crowd control you see in a Bard spell list. Yeah. I like being the support buff with high magic, force, biotics, and AoEs. Yeah, you'll like consular as just the general thing, because they have every force power. I mean, everyone has every force power, but they can get as many force powers as they want, pretty much. So that's the way to go. If you just want to be a controller. Life feels complete with Trask's mogging face. So true. I haven't seen this particular stream series. We're finally Trask Gulgo. Yes. Rizz only, and we're Trask Gulgo. It fits. What is her save against my power? Wow, she just keeps getting really high rolls, I guess. Because her base is 6. She just is hitting these coin flips. But it's fine, we just keep trying. Our force DC isn't going to be the greatest, but it'll be workable. There we go, that's what we've been waiting for. Yeah, maybe this is what we've been waiting for. That's me. Hooray, persuasion for the win. Rizz for the win. It always works. 1,000,000 persuasion. It's the best. It's the greatest. I love persuading. Now, for gear this run, I'm kind of not really sure what we're gonna use. I think we're just gonna use, like, just best stuff available that doesn't have a stat boost. Normal master robes for most force powers, and we can swap to whatever armor we want, like Kalo Nord's armor. We can get Suvam Tam's Starforge, Poison Immunity, Mask. That's never a bad idea. I don't really know what belt. Maybe just the Electrical Immunity belt and Brejik's belt. Probably like the best thing we got there. No gloves really matter either. And of course, we know what guns we gotta get. We know how to do that. We know how to work on that. I think I just accidentally skipped his dialogue by talking about not what you're supposed to talk about there. I talked to Vandar before he got the proper dialogue that you're supposed to get talking about the ruins. He was talking about some random shit. I didn't know I could do that. I guess the game just got confused and skipped. I'll take it. Mucho shakapaka. Hello, Bliss. Welcome. Are you doing blasters this run? Yeah, I'm gonna be doing blasters. I could do lightsaber. That wouldn't be the worst idea. As long as I have 2 of them. Could be worthwhile. Are there any crystals? No, there aren't any crystals that mess with charisma in this game. That's KOTOR 2. But really, as long as we have double whatever, we're chilling. Because right now we don't even have any feats that, govern attacks. We only have sniper shots from Scoundrel, and we don't use sniper shot, ever. We don't care about sniper shot. Low key... Oh, hey man. Come here. Don't worry. Flurry is not a bad idea, especially not once we stun people. We can live with the problems of Flurry. But, like, we'd have to start. We'd have to start at nothing with Flurry. We'd have to, like, probably devote the rest of our feats to Flurry. And also getting dual wielding maximum. That's not the biggest problem or anything, it's just, it's what we're gonna have to do. Rizz so high, NPCs become speechless, I guess. Olgo, the Trask. The Trask indeed. Those stun crystals could be helpful. Yeah, they wouldn't be the worst. But I'll also have stun on my guns. Because, I'll have Salt Carrot's Sith Assassin Pistol.
Yes.
I don't think Kos's Fet's pistol actually has, what do you call it? Stun DC. But you would at least have the Sith Assassin pistol. That fire was a little scary, guys. Talk. Insert data pad. Talk. Ocean, grass, arbor. Nice. Moving on. Does Pedro Pascal have Rizz? Some would say so, yes. The way he gets his co-stars acting up. One specific co-star. Talk. Insert. Talk. Desert. Volcano. Barren. Did that go through? I don't know if it went through. Okay, it went through. Nice. Negative int sniper shot for the win. Let's go. Monkey. Hello, Emery. Welcome to the chat. Adolf Rizzler. Nah. No, we're going light side. We're nice. Do you use the points mod for this run? No, I just use the KOTOR save editor. And I just mess with my points that way. You know, it could be cool to use a dual-bladed lightsaber. I never use dual-bladed lightsabers, like even when I just play KOTOR normally. That could be an interesting idea. One to 16 damage, though, is kind of rough. I'm pretty sure we could up that with crystals. We'll get like all the good crystals and like compare dual saber with guns, because you know we have a negative strength modifier and that's giving us a -4 to our damage and attack, of course, at all times with melee. So I usually just find it easier when I'm playing on a challenge where my strength is negative. This isn't the first time, by the way. Not even the second time. It's the third time. I just use guns because, you know, dexterity, no matter how low it is, you won't lose damage. Though I'm pretty sure the swords and the lightsabers peak out with higher damage anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but you know. It's better for the early game. Was Grug the only dark side run I did? No, I've done other dark side runs. Roger, Droid Run was dark side. Kind of neutral overall, but it ended dark side. Kostas Fet's pistol also has a... Okay, so they're both there. Kostas Fet's pistol has a DC. Assassin pistol has a DC. So, you know, it works out. It's synergistic. Do I like the Darth Bane story? Never read it. I need to. One of these days. Remember Daniel Taint. Taint? Deadeye Daniel? Deadeye Daniel wasn't Dark Side, was he? Did I do Dark Side for Dead Eye Daniel?
Return, young Padawan.
Because Taint also is a good guy
You've discovered what it
in
was
Dragon
that
Age.
left them. Return to your ship with Bastila, and we will summon you.
But are you talking about like an internet personality? Who's Daniel Taint?
Jedi. No victory over the Sith will not come through martial
Welcome to the chat, by the way, Alcatraz. And Forlorn Watchman, welcome, welcome. Glad you could make it. Welcome, welcome. Well, guys, we have liftoff. We're going to make it to our boy Subban, make some money, buy Casus Fett's gun, as we do. Skip dialogue so fast, I actually went back into it. Lol. Howdy, Monkey Man. Nah. Just named your dwarf in DAO. That. Yes, his name is Taint. We love Taint. KOTOR, but I have your mom's number. Lol. Lamau, even. Off to Yavin we go. Indubitably. Let me look up the upgrade crystals while this cutscene is going. See if there's anything specifically interesting. Apart from, you know, the usuals.
Interested in the young Jedi Bastila and her battle meditation. Have you
Force point regeneration could be useful.
She was aided by Karthonasi, a decorated war hero.
Though I don't think we really need it that much.
During the Mandalore Wars, he was honored many times for his bravery.
You know this man?
Yes, Lord Malak, he served under me when I still followed the Republic. You could say I was his mentor.
There's criticals.
Did you acquire this information?
I could do crit build with Keen Lightsaber. Keen Lightsaber sneak attacks.
Hello, Nord, a bounty hunter.
Though Flurry would probably still be better. But that,
Apparently they left him.
I wonder, does Force Speed stack with Critical Strike? I don't think it does.
It's a wonder.
So it's probably just better to do Flurry, no matter what I do.
Kill Lord Malak.
Carlo has agreed to help us capture the young Bastila for a very hefty fee, of course. But I assure you he is well worth the price. His reputation as a bounty hunter is well earned.
Her companions are nothing to me, Callow. But I desire the young Jedi taken alive, if at all possible.
Lord Malak, forgive me. There is something else. Maybe away from the ears of the common soldiers.
I trust you are not wasting.
Let me
my time.
think. Let me
I
think.
promise you will be very interested.
Force
in
speed.
To tell you about Bastila's other companions, Lord Malak.
I think I'm just gonna use guns. I mean, it's pretty simple. I do want to eventually have a run where I use double-bladed lightsabers, because I never use double-bladed lightsabers. That'll probably be like a crit run, where I'm very specifically going for crit. I always find that dialogue funny, a decorated war hero. Well, I mean, he was into war. He talked some sense into her. Last time we spoke, she said her instincts told her to shout at me. That's kind of an L, bro. I don't know what to tell you. It is how it is. Kotho nasty. I wonder where Karth keeps all his medals, seeing as he's so decorated and all that. He must have a drawer. Hey man, can you like sell me things? That would be pretty awesome. Time to make at least $10,000. Legend Monkey, try not to use blasters in a run challenge. Impossible. How can you call an enemy a hero? Well, fighting in the Mandalorian Wars. He was a hero back then. So, he gets the designation. As an adjective, even if you don't like him anymore. I guess he's just being fair with him. Saul Kareth actually a good guy? Good guy all along? We didn't know? Who would have thunk? For the Rizz public, hello Holistic Reviews. Good to see you in the chat. He's a hero for they volunteered to test out your blaster. I mean, yeah, a real hero lets me steal whatever I want, so like, I think that's pretty heroic of him. I appreciate it. I do dig that I was able to use his stuff and never give it back. I'm probably gonna sell his stuff later too. It's gonna be great. Pretty buggers. Alright, let's hit up Tatooine first, get some of that race money. Saul really thinks he's part of the club. Maybe he just wanted to gas up Karth so he can inadvertently gas himself up. Yeah, I was the mentor to the decorated war hero. Just because I'm like that. Malik was like, bro, I don't care.
No.
Like, bruh, shut up. I was there too. He was there too, Malik.
Welcome.
Welcome. Ah, persuasion. No need to pay for anything. Thank you for the Gizka. Appreciate it. Lord Malik, am I not fucking poggers? No, Saul.
Yeah?
That shit is cringe as fuck. You can't even play strategist right. Bitch. Who is subscribed? Let me see this. Thank you very much, Hirohen. Hertohen. I appreciate it. Persuade, 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 as we do. I'm Triviculogo. I'll help if I can.
You will. For what?
Instead of medkits, I heal with vapes. So true and real, actually. Gotta hit that shit, bro. Ah! Because of the attack, your heart is in lockdown, but don't worry, I've got the override charm. You restore force points with blue vapes.
Can I help you?
Makes sense to me. Alright, let me buy the Mandalorian gun. Give me that. Hey, bro. Let's see it. Mandalorian heavy pistol. Nice and solid. Not crazy, but it's alright. Six to 13. Traviculogo always packing zins. Helps with the jaw structure. So true. We need a mod that adds Malik as a companion. I mean, I could just change any of my companions into Malik. I could change their stats. Oh, shit. How am I gonna deal with the Sith here? No, I win. I win the Sith. I win the Sith fight. It's not even that bad. I've got to save and shit. I could just race. I could just race and leave. I don't need to stay here that long. I don't have to do Tatooine right now. I'm chill. Thank you very much, Cheyenne World, for subscribing. I appreciate it. Also, I can persuade the hut for the racing. Let's go. I already helped Nico out.
Oh, hi. Maybe.
I can't tell him about it until I actually put up some times, though, which is kind of funny. Haunted credits, bruh. I win these, says man who cannot hit any of his saves. It's okay. They don't cast force powers when I say it. When Treviculolgo fights them, they can't help but be stunned by his charming guise, his grand presentation, his ensemble of excellence, his mog. I wouldn't be able to pay attention either. He hits the saves in another universe. Surely, surely. So, fellas, anyone been keeping up with the recent PlayStation announcements? Wolverine game, freaking God of War, Tomb Raider, Rayman, all the old stuff coming back. Oh shit, I missed that booster. I'm ass. I'm personally not a PlayStation guy. I play on PC, and they never put stuff on PC. Until they realize there's money in it, then they do it, but you know. My first Star Wars game was Pod Racers, and I had a joystick for it. Hell yeah, dude. Are you gonna buy another joystick for the remake they're doing for Star Wars Racers? It'd be genius if they made a joystick to go with it. Maybe in the collector's edition or something. That'd be really cool. I'm an Xbox guy, and KOTOR had a lot to do with it. Very true. KOTOR and Xbox, synonymous. First game I played was Jedi Power Battles. Yeah, I recently saw that they remade those, or like remastered those. So that was pretty cool. Dark Forces was definitely my first Star Wars game. PC for life. My first Star Wars game, now that I think about it, it was Star Wars Battlefront. Old Star Wars Battlefront, 2003, 2005. I think those were the two dates for each game. If not, whatever. I played it on the PlayStation 2, which my cousin lended to me and my family. It was very nice. The first one was Episode 1 Racer, followed by Obi-Wan. There was an Obi-Wan game. I didn't know that. Do edutainment games count? I had edutainment games as well. I had Leapfrog, Clone Wars games, and books. Yeah, those count for sure. For sure. Battlefront and Jedi Knight 2 are my first Star Wars games. Battlefront Jedi Knight 2. I gotta play the Jedi Knight series. I only played Jedi Academy. I need to play Jedi Outcast. Still. Eventually. Yours was Star Wars Math, Jabba's Game Galaxy, followed by KOTOR and Battlefront 1 and 2. Star Wars Math. That's one way to make learning fun. Your earliest memory was Jedi Knight, force jumping and smashing Kyle's head into ceilings. Whoosh crunch. It's pretty funny. Your first was Galactic Battleground, the RTS. Interesting, interesting. Never played that one. I've heard of Galaxy at War, but never that one. The Obi-Wan game was Xbox only? Ah, I see. I'll have to look that one up. You swung lightsaber with the right stick? That sounds really jank. Was it fun, though? I'm more excited for Summer Game Fest than Nintendo Direct. Fingers crossed for Deltarune. Fair enough. I'm just saying, I've seen what they're doing with the Wolverine game. It's got my dad interested. He doesn't play video games, he doesn't have the time, but he's interested in it now because he saw how cool it looked. So I thought that was pretty notable. It was interesting, I wouldn't say fun. Fair. We'll take it. We know Xbox and Microsoft and their experimenting ways. They always do be trying new things. Like with the Kinect. Even if it doesn't work out perfectly. It leads to VR and stuff like that. My mom raised me on the original trilogy and read us stories as bed. Oh, that's cute. I was reading Harry Potter as my bedtime activity back in the day. Star Wars Obi-Wan was a great game. It let you swing the lightsaber with the right analog. Yeah. Someone mentioned. Your first might have been Force Unleashed demo, that game pre-installed on your 360. Oh shit. I know I played the Force Unleashed 2 demo up and down. I would replay it over and over and over until I actually got the full game. And I got it before the Force Unleashed 1. It was just really cool to me. I love that exclusives are back in town. We won't ever be getting Wolverine on PC. I mean, they eventually put God of War and Spider-Man on PC, right? Actually, I'm not sure about Spider-Man, but I'm pretty sure they did put the God of Wars on PC. So, you know, if there's a promise of money, they'll do it after like 3 or 4 years, you know, give or take. Just, you know, let the excitement marinate or rot, whatever you prefer.
Yes, what's in
Karth, I didn't want to talk to you. That was sarcasm. I know. I'm aware. Spider-Man is on PC. I play it on Steam Deck. So yeah, it'll just take a long time, but they'll put it on. They'll put it on Steam eventually. Sony said they would stop. Oh yeah, I do remember them saying that. It'd be cool if they didn't. They could use the money. Especially after their devaluation of Bungie.
No, that is the wrong.
I think it wouldn't be such a big deal. Persuasion has saved the day. Back in my day, you only had 3 lives. Also, I love that my favorite science fiction show got canceled again. I love seeing all my favorite franchises go down in flames. Oh, which one's that, dude? Is that a Trask PC head? Yes. Yes, it is. We are Traviculolgo, as in clavicular, but it's a mixture of Traskolgo and clavicular. Very difficult to say. Try saying it 10 times, I dare you. Because I can't do it. Traviculolgo. There's Casus Vet's heavy pistol. Bitchin'. Love to see it. What other gear do I need for this run, I wonder? Spitballing. I don't think there's anything too crazy I can get that's like gonna change anything. Excuse me. There's like no hands, no gloves that I can use. I guess if I was doing Darkseid, Marco Ragnos' gloves wouldn't be too bad. Because then I get like extra lightsaber feats. And that'd be better than nothing. Everything else has got like a stat attached to it. or it's just skills I can't use. I think this is just going to be another bare hand. One stat run. There's no implants that matter. Nothing gives charisma there. Headpiece, I think we just buy the headpiece at 3-star maps. It's not like the biggest concern, but I can speed run to get it, because why not? Shield, don't really care about. I can't wear heavy armor. Most light armors I can't even use either. What's crit immune light armor? The Masasi armor? Yeah, Masasi ceremonial armor. That wouldn't be the worst thing to pick up, I guess. Not very good defense bonus. But crit immunity is crit immunity. But we're not even going to get hit. We're just going to use the force, so... I think we just completely ignore that. We could do Darth Bandit's fiber armor as well. Just have a mind of... No, we get that immunity from the mask. Nah. Honestly? Yeah, honestly, I think we just stick with our fiber armor until we have to switch to robes. Belts. I'm pretty sure there's like no belt except for like Brejik's belt and the electrical capacitance belt. May as well go buy the capacitance belt and then just spend the rest of my money on drugs. Healing. Because our healing is still really bad. Healing and shields. To help out the grind a bit. Yeah, I think that's what we do. Sith Governor died after trying to say Travicula will go backwards. Bro, that makes sense. Alright, what do we want to get first? What do we want to deal with? Let's go pick up the Capitulance shield. Don't want to forget that like we did last run, because we're going to die to Malik if we don't pick it up. It's like we're actually cooked, because we don't have the HP of last run. So, Capacitance shield is big. Big important. Stargate, Amazon, in their infinite wisdom, decided that it was too Stargate and would make Stargate fans happy, so they scrapped it. That's unfortunate to hear. Sorry. Achuta. Hello, Hans. Welcome to the chat. Glad you could make it. Would anything give you rapid shot? Yeah, that's a good point. I think there is a headband that does that. If it's not, it's power shot. Let me look that up. That specific headpiece. Heavy targeting optics.
You felt it, yes.
Pistol.
The vision, the
Bastila, shut up! Pistol targeting optics wouldn't be the worst, I suppose. I could use that for extra damage and attack. Yeah, that'd be pretty decent, actually. I don't think anything gives me rapid shot, though. There's improved power blast that you get from a visor. Sonic nullifiers, stealth field reinforcement, interface visor. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, right. We still have to, like... We still have the advanced biostabilizer mask. What the hell? We can buy the pistol mask. We can buy the pistol mask for like just extra damage and attack while we're fucking around. And then when we fight Jedi and shit, we can put on our poison immunity, mind affecting immunity. Not the worst thing to do, honestly. Anyway, we gotta get the capacitance shield for sure. For sure. And then we'll head to Manon, pick up the pistol optics. The Constitution run died? No, the Constitution run won. We were able to beat the game with Constitution run. Was not that bad, actually.
Greetings to... So...
Alright, give me that capacitance. Give me that piss. Capacitance, I should say. Not capacitance. Capacitance. Tomato, tomato. Go ahead and pick up an Arcanian energy shield while we're here, since it looks nice. We've got enough credits to go get pistol optics. And we'll be pretty decently set. Capacitance, capacitance. Pace. Tried a 1 HP only run. I haven't tried one of those yet, but it's on my list. I'll think about it. I think that'd be a very frustrating run. Doable, I think. Because, like, if you max out Dex, you can at least buy yourself some time. But I think Force Powers would be a real bitch. And grenades, too, because those insta-kill no matter what. So you'd have to have as, like, many immunities to powers and shit as possible. And that may get annoying. But that would be an interesting run to think about. That could definitely be video-worthy. Lots of problem-solving. Lots of ups and downs. KOTOR alien dialogue is all going to be seared into my brain until my dying day. So true. I'll be on my deathbed, and my last words be Jibata Wadidada Bobo. Isn't Bandon's armor darkside restricted? I don't think so. You know, usually people sell their electrical components before buying drugs. That's crazy. What a silly idea. My last breath. Choo! Ta. Amazing. Is there any place you take guaranteed damage? That would have to be a dark side run now that I think about it, but specifically because of Jorak Ulm. Because he does damage to you directly, unavoidably.
Yeah, what do you...
I mean, I guess you could just be light side and then be dark side for that one situation. Also, being dark side run would be kind of ass, actually, because you'd have to do Terrace and fight Gaddon and his lieutenant at the same time, and that would be really lame. Really, really lame. I know there's a persuasion check here. We'll take it. 500 XP. We love persuasion. For free. For free. Trask Olgo's eyelids are disturbing looking. Bro doesn't blink. He doesn't fuck up. He doesn't stop the grind, bro. I don't know if an 1 HP run is technically difficult, as it would just be tedious. Yeah, if it were like 1 HP honor mode, I would like shit myself. But it would be doable. It would just take time. And there would be certain problems to solve because certain enemies would use Force Lightning, which has like a minimum HP damage. Even if you save against it, you take a certain amount of damage no matter what. Or grenades, you have a minimum HP damage even if you do the reflex save, you take half. Or droids using flamethrowers or ion blasts. You know, there are things to solve for sure, but it would be beaten. It would be cool to show off all the solutions, and that would make it video-worthy, I believe. I don't know if I want... Is it just me, or do RPGs make it easier if you do a good-sided run? I don't think KOTOR overall is easier if you do good guy. The one specific instance where it's harder is when you have to fight Gaddon and his lieutenant at the same time, and that's really annoying. But I don't know. I don't think overall it's easier. Maybe more money, more rewarding that way. I don't know, nothing jumps to my head. Jumps right to the forefront of my mind. I think that's a consequence of evil typically resulting in more combat. More combat is more XP. It do be how it do be. Will this be an upcoming video? Not this video, no. Not the stats run, no. Because I feel like all the stats runs can be boiled down pretty simply. Combat sensor, not that. Did I go to the wrong guy? Pistol targeting optics. There you go. Weapon focus and specialization. Blaster pistol. Check out the geek goggles I'm about to put on. I'm gonna be geeking. Oh, okay. His head can't wear anything. I guess I didn't expect it. It's fine. But yeah, we deal more damage. That's cool. And we have a higher chance to hit. Pretty nice. Not bad. Evil will always triumph over good because good is dumb. Damn. KOTOR 2 definitely feels like it pushes you towards dark side. I would say it pushes you to be more middle ground. And by it, I mean Kreia. And Kreia is more dark side leaning. For sure. Who would have expected that Darth Treya would, like, be a little biased towards a little evil? Just a little bit. Alright, let's peep the damage. 8 to 21. Plus 8 and plus 6 to hit. And then 8 to 15. And we can compare that with lightsabers as we play. See if it's more worth it to run some sabers. But yeah, let's head back to Dantooine. Do some quests. Would light side gear be better with the robes on Korriban and whatnot? Yeah, I think light side has better items. I think most of the dark side items in this game are pretty bad, except for Revan's robes. Starforged Darth Revan robes are pretty strong. Maybe a little stronger. Actually, no. I wouldn't say they're a little stronger. I would say they're about equal with the Starforged robes for Jedi. Jedi Revan. They're both very potent in one way or another, depending on your build. But yeah, most dark side items in this game are kind of ass. Meanwhile, you've got +2 wisdom from Queljoma robes. You've got the Circlet of Suresh. Pretty freaking strong. And the Solari Crystal, too. Though I guess the Solari Crystal can be used by anyone, I'm pretty sure. So, that's not that big of a difference. Can I beat KOTOR with the big iron on my hip? Most certainly. Would you ever make one centering around a certain blaster or force power? I think those ones would be pretty easy. People have done, like, Fusion Torch, or whatever they're called from KOTOR 2. Plasma Torch only, Short Sword only. If I could find, like, maybe Sonic Pistol only, that'd be kind of interesting, because, like, no one uses Sonic Pistols. I think that could be an interesting run, actually. Perhaps. Let's go skip through Sasha's dialogue real quick, since we're on Dantooine right now. Get some free light side points. Would you live on the Ebon Hawk? Let's say it actually had a toilet. Yeah, it's pretty spacious. I'd live on the Ebon Hawk. Big ass ship. It's pretty nice. Size of a house. I spend too much time trying to figure out my saber crystals. Doesn't help I dual wield. Well, if you want to make crystals easier for dual wielding, just use a double-bladed lightsaber. That way, you have 2 crystals and they both translate to the same saber. To each hand's bonus. Hello, Sasha. Little girl who has spawned in.
Mucho shakapaka.
Musha Shakapaka. We have to roll these int checks with no int. You want some food? Yay, dialogue skip. Buttons pressed. Amazing gameplay. Do you know what happens if you don't complete the Sasha quest? Yes, Zalbar will eventually show up to you, tell you, hey, our stowaway left on whatever planet you're on at the time, and that'll be the end of the quest. Why is that little girl only saying slurs? Listen, Mandalorians are messed up like that. She was raised by a bunch of Mandalorians, kidnapped by Mandalorians, and they're very mean. This is true knowledge. You think septic tanks get emptied at starports, or just jettisoned out in space? Deep space would certainly freeze instantly, I suppose. Both, I guess. I don't know, man. I would think that they probably wouldn't jettison as much as they could, because I don't know if, like, the particles and little bits of matter would be, like, problematic for star travel. Like, they'd eventually, like, crystallize or some shit. Become a problem for people. Like, you just exit hyperspace all of a sudden because your ship took a frozen shit to the windshield and it broke your air control and you're gonna die because someone's shit got jettisoned. Or maybe that shit starts traveling at fucking light speed after drifting infinitely, or I don't know, man. Somebody smarter than me would have to let me know. Zalbar gets tired of her eating all the food, so the Wookiee ate her. True and real. Black Vulcar shock stick only? That wouldn't be that hard, though. Because I'd have everything else. I'd have strength, I'd have the force. I think it'd be really easy. I guess that would be like a pretty good throwaway video. Get that done in like a week. Well, I don't know about a week, but you know. There are hyperspace lanes. Imagine hitting a massive frozen crab in hyperspace. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Also, hello, Reverend Curtis. KOTOR blue Jedi robes equal best Jedi robes. Dude, those are Jedi Knight robes. Jedi Master robes. Some better ones. Dude. The ISS recycles waste. I imagine Star Wars ship would do something similar. Makes sense to me. Let's hope that's true. Beat Darth Trey with the plasma torch. Someone's already done it. It's been done. I believe that is a frog video. I believe Frog Boy, what's his face, made that video with the plasma torch. Maybe Star Wars humans don't poop. It's true, there could be lore. Look, I've seen the savages that live in my country. People would definitely jettison turd nuggets out in space for the convenience. Froggerkist, yes, thank you. I'm bad with names. I often forget names. Ribbit. I'm just brain rotted like that. I'm a little stupid, actually. Slap Darth Treya with her own lost hand. You think Darth Sion jettisoned her hand? You think he, like, picked it up after she left and was like, ah, well, what am I gonna do with this? Guess I'll just throw it out. Isn't there a toilet on Mando's ship? I don't know, bruh. I don't have any new Star Wars knowledge from, like, new Star Wars encyclopedias. I wouldn't be that surprised if he had a toilet. Mod the game so that all powers have a 50% should. So that all powers and feats have a 50% chance of doing to the player what they do to enemies? That would be hell. That would be really scary. I guess Force Immunity would be pretty safe, and I guess Guardian build would be like the way to go there. Because like having Force Speed on an enemy isn't the worst. Because your stats will probably be better most of the time. And you'll be Force Immune to whatever they throw out, so it's not that big a deal. I think Jedi Guardian clears that challenge pretty easy. Monkey's so bad at names he forgot his channel is called the Ape of Repute. That one I remember because it's just Legend Monkey, but verbose. That's an easy one to remember. KOTOR, but I have a Wabbajack. No, you go Sentinel for stun immunity. Nah, I don't think there's any. I don't know what challenge is ever gonna give me a use case for Sentinel. Like genuinely, I don't know when I would ever use Sentinel over anything else. Oh, damn, I'm gonna die. Nah, I'm fine. He let Scion consume it. Gotta have some metachlorians and Kratos digits. I guess, bro. Hungry, hungry Scion. Clearing the entire game with mines. Imagine if mines could be used on you. Like, if you just lay down a mine and the explosion actually just kills you instead, even though you're nowhere near it. That'd be cruel. The challenge where stunning an enemy might stun you. Yeah, but then you just use... Well, I guess that's true. But then again, Sentinel is a feat. That feat could also happen to my enemies as well. So then it would make me impossibly unable to use stuns. Because there's a 50% chance that a target would have the same feats I do. If it was just powers, though, that's a different story. I tried Scout Sentinel, I couldn't stand it. Only run I ever dropped. Understandable. Totally fair. You are justified in that. Run where damage done to enemies also affects the player? That's just con run, bro. That's just con. You have to out HP everybody so you can kill them. Con Sentinel. Soldier not Sentinel. Soldier Consular. Emphasis on con. Oh nah, Brody saved. $39 damage, you love to see it. This guy saves this probably. Yeah, he's immune. It's alright though, we got decent damage, so we're chilling. I'm playing KOTOR while watching this? Hell yeah, dude. You're KOTOR maxing right now. Love to see it. I'll love it. Scout Sentinel rocks? No. Tell me. What about it? What about it rocks? I gotta know. Fine, when we can only move in directions the camera isn't pointing. Like this. I've got my map too. So it's not so bad. It's a little funny, but it's not that bad. Alright, I admit, it's a little funny. More than a little funny. It's quite funny. It's quite silly. Sentinel definitely got buffed in KOTOR too. Yeah, having having stealth is a big deal, for sure. I like a challenge. Fair enough. Understandable, Curtis. What about Pacifist? I've done Pacifist. I have a Pacifist video on my channel, actually, if you'd like to check that out. Is this game new? Yeah, dude. Just came out. Knights of the Old Republic. Greatest game ever released on the Xbox. They just decided to port it over to Steam. They didn't put it on iOS. They've been really proactive with the releases. They want everyone to play this because it's really trendy. I gotta say, glad that everyone's able to play. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool game. Highly recommend it. They're selling it for really cheap too. They're selling it for the price of a, oh, I don't know, a 23-year-old game. It's like this game is older than it is. They're only selling it for like, I don't know, 15 bucks. When it goes on sale, it's like less than 5 bucks. Kind of crazy if you ask me. It's pretty generational. Glad they're giving the small franchises like Star Wars some new titles. Yeah, dude. It's really niche, really unknown property that I hope more people get into in the future. I just heard Star Wars had a movie too. I'm so glad that they were given a shot. I know it's not really that popular, but it's pretty cool that they got something. Pretty nice.
Greetings. Is there
Another jet. So.
Right. Man, I don't want to speak to this guy. I already know. Hey, move it.
So.
Mm-hmm.
How can I be? It was.
is there any?
How can I be? That even.
Mm-hmm. Yes, very
Is there
interesting.
any? Is there?
Oh.
Is there any? Is there?
Star Wars KOTOR Battle of the Old Royale. Holy peak. Holy peak, chat. I can't wait for that to come out. Force powers, huh? Holy shit. It's the Force Ghost of Redros. popular Black Volker on Terrace. Welcome back to the chat. This is basically Roblox slash Fortnite slash popular game here. Yeah, dude. I wonder if they have like Roblox KOTOR. That's got me curious. Let me look it up. Roblox KOTOR. Oh my god, there's morphs. Play Pazak in Roblox? That's kind of cool. Yeah, but no, I don't think there's anything. It'd be cool if some kid made a Roblox KOTOR game. That'd be funny. I'd play it. I'd review it. What's my top 3 Star Wars games? I love the KOTORs, that's for sure. But like other Star Wars games that I'm really into. Low key, it's gonna sound weird, but Star Wars mods in Minecraft and playing in multiplayer mod pack servers where you're like traveling through space, having like a empire and shit, doing factions. That's really fun. I know that's not like a Star Wars game. It's Star Wars in a game. Maybe The Force Unleashed would be like on the list as well, because I really like The Force Unleashed. I just don't know if I haven't played it in such a long time. I don't know if it would really count for me. Because it's kind of LARP to say that it's like one of my favorites gameplay-wise. It's just been a long, long time. It's a pretty good question. But the KOTORs are absolutely up there. For sure. Chat, what the fuck is Roblox? It's like Minecraft, but not Minecraft. Minecraft, but it's not cool, as like Minecraft is. If you couldn't tell, I played Minecraft when I was a kid, not Roblox. I wonder if a Force Ghost could get stuck in deep space. Probably. They used to put those guys in boxes. Car, DeLorean, and Gargle, a new film for the whole family. Hell yeah. I love Gargle. I love his catchphrase when he gargles. Is KOTOR in Italian Brainrot and Labubu's? Honestly, bro, if KOTOR somehow finds a way to enter meme culture, I would be really happy, no matter how ass the meme is. No matter how terrible the brain rot is, I would think it was hilarious, and I'd be so happy. KOTOR, Republic Commando, and OG Battlefront 2 are your picks. We used to have so many bangers. True. I think KOTOR is Minecraft 2, but baseball. I used to watch the fuck out of Atlantic Craft's Galacticraft series. Yeah, bro, mod packs like that. Those were the shit back in the day. Crazy Craft, Pokemon, Pixelmon. I'm so glad that the Pixelmon creators made Cobblemon, because the stupid server owners were trying to mess up Pixelmon Reloaded, Reforged. You know, you're making serious money when you're starting to fuck people over in Minecraft over their own. Oh god! All right, yeah, I got destroyed. Night all. See you around, Michael Gorman. Have a good night. I think the Gibi Bobo alien is speaking Italian. Makes sense, actually. Sounds like Italian. Is this guy immune? He's not. Let's go. I was kind of scared for a second there. Got him. Hello there. Hello, Dralium. Welcome. KOTOR 1 or 2? I prefer KOTOR 1. I prefer KOTOR 1 for sure. What happened to Star Wars games? I was born in 1995, and during the prequel era, they were everywhere, even before the prequels for the boomers. Well, you see, EA bought the rights to make all Star Wars games, and they didn't lose that until recently, like last 5 years. So no one was legally able to make Star Wars games. Also didn't help that EA bought a lot of the people who made Star Wars games as well. So, you know, make more Star Wars games, but they sat on it for most of their licensing time. We all know the total and utter disaster that was Star Wars Battlefront 2 Modern. And honestly, Star Wars Battlefront 1 wasn't even that good. I know a lot of people say it's like underrated or whatever, but it just wasn't good. It wasn't better than Star Wars Battlefront 2 OG. I don't think it really deserved to be made. There was so much single-player content that they just didn't have. Like Galactic Conquest being the big one. And a campaign? Like, hello? No campaign in your 2015 Battlefront? At least they did a campaign for Battlefront 2, even though no one liked it. And it's surprisingly canon. It's very, very canon. I love hoarding IP. So true. Not everyone born before the 90s is a boomer, you darn kids. Yeah, it was the reason BioWare noped out of making KOTOR 2. Yeah, gave them the tight-ass window to make the game. So, in response, they said, hey, Obsidian, here's a tight-ass window. What do you think of the KOTOR remake? I don't think we have any solid information about it, apart from the fact that it's real. If they released a new trailer, or like had a big press statement about what's going on with the game in the modern day, I'd be pretty hyped about it. Right now I'm just waiting for it to be real. Thoughts on Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor? I need to play it. It's on my list. I need to play it in full. I hear people like it, and I believe it. So, I'm glad that people like it.
We have nothing further to discuss.
A lot of people have never played OG Battlefront. Really like the new ones. OG is goated for me personally. Yeah, I like OG better, for sure. Even with Battlefront 2 being held in a higher regard due to all the microtransactions being gone, I still prefer the original Battlefronts over modern Battlefront. I think they're just better games. I'd rather they didn't have a campaign unless they want to make it good. I think they have the ability to make good campaigns, because we've had the original Battlefronts. It's not that difficult. Even if it's just like text. Like, I'm pretty sure the first game was just text, and they were describing things, and they just sent you on missions. So you could play every planet. That's enough. That's decent. That's enough to at least familiarize you with the game. And when you're, you know, 10 years old playing a Star Wars game, you don't mind having a little bit of reason to play at the start. OG Battlefield was so good. Hell yeah. I think Jedi Fallen Order is one of the best depictions of Vader. Everyone having to run his ass. Run their asses away from him. Pretty funny. Like, nah, bro. That's Lord Vader. Get out of there, Cal! Get out of there! You don't know what he can do to you. What did they do wrong with the newer Battlefronts over the OG? I just don't like the way they play. I think they get one of the key, like, main things about Battlefront 2 and 1 OG. They get the idea of battle fronts, like actual fronts on your map that you're playing on, like multiple places where people are fighting. They just don't get that right in EA. In EA Battlefront. Think of a map like Polis Massa in Battlefront 2, right? OG Battlefront 2. It's the asteroid. You've got, like, what, 5-6 control points. You've got an outside section where you can drive tanks and infiltrate the enemy's base on one side of the map. That outside section is also unique because it's, you know, outside of an asteroid, so you suffocate out there. Unless you're a droid, which you take reduced damage, but you can be up there if you're a droid. That makes interesting conditions, an interesting front to battle on, if you will. Say that again. Fantastic Four memes and all that. But also you can go straight down the middle. There are 2 lanes you can go through to reach certain command points in the middle. You can go through 2 lanes, there's 4 entrances, there's a bunch of doors, drop downs, ups and downs all over the place on that map. There's just so many places where you could go and find an objective and infiltrate and fight or whatever. Meanwhile, in EA Battlefront, you've basically just got choke points. You go fight in a choke point, and the winner is the one who spams enough heroes or grenades or heavy troopers down the middle in order to break the line. Or maybe a jet trooper breaks in the back and does damage to the objective. It doesn't feel as cool as OG Battlefront 1 and 2. It feels pretty lame, actually. Apart from that, I just don't really like how the gunplay feels in Battlefront 2. It feels really floaty. All the heroes feel floaty as well. I remember a criticism was playing with the heroes feels like you're just bashing action figures together, and I'd say that's pretty accurate. I would expect the heroes to play more like a hero shooter sort of way. Like a more polished Overwatch or Marvel Rivals kit, abilities, etc. sort of loop. Which is maybe a little weird to think, but I don't know. I'm not saying that OG Battlefront's heroes play much better, but I think they just are easier to control. They do a shit ton of damage. They have limited time on screen, limited time on battle, in battle, and they're just there. They do enough. You're happy to use them when you can. That's just some things. I just don't like the OG Battlefronts. I think the OG Battlefronts are a lot better than the new Battlefronts. For those reasons. Rahaysha, I hardly know ya. I enjoyed my Battlefront 2 story, but I also didn't play the old one. It takes a lot for me to fully not enjoy something. If you liked it, you liked it. Heroes in EA Battlefront seemed broken. OG Battlefront 2 had pretty good balance, you have to admit. None of them were busted. I think Django is pretty strong. I think Django and Boba were pretty strong. And Leia with invulnerability. There were some interesting balancing decisions for sure. In OG Battlefront 2. Though, certainly not as strong as, you know, EA's release Anakin, who would wipe out rooms with one button press. Which is pretty hilarious, honestly. But in conclusion, I'm an old head who prefers the original Battlefronts. All Aspire had to do was make Galactic Conquest a multiplayer mode, and everyone would be playing right now. But alas, Aspire is a mobile game merchant, not a PC game one. Django's gun is just a kill streak reward gun if you get any class in OGBF2. No, I'm pretty sure his is better. I'm pretty sure his and Boba's one shot if you hit all heads with their burst. And I think the projectiles are faster too, but I can't really stand on that. I don't have measurements. I haven't played OGBF2 in a while. I played it on stream like a lot of months ago. Probably like 5 months ago now. Maybe a little less. Boba's gun was inferior to Han's. And Han felt really good. His gun was really good. His abilities were kind of ass, honestly. But his gun felt really good. Here's a rare factoid. Did you know E3 demos of KOTOR show the game looking very different? Jedi doing backflips over enemies, more facial expressions. You're telling me the presented version of a game had more features and all those features didn't make it into the main release? Impossible. Game companies would never show things in a trailer and not release them in the full game in order to gain attention for the game. That would never happen. It was a very recent find in the last year or so. Wow. Wonder who found those tapes. I wonder. Steve Jobs wanted Halo on Macs and lost it all to Bill Gates. Damn. Halo on a Mac sounds cursed, I'm not gonna lie. I think Bungie would have just, like, quit if they had to put Halo on a Mac. Nothing ran on Macs for the longest time. Only now are people doing Mac compatibility. And even then, it's with new Macs, not old ones.
What are you doing?
Yay, level up. Yippee, yippee. I have a feat. I need that HP. I need that full speed. Oh, look at this. Traskin robes. Isn't it something?
You're back.
I'm back.
Shen,
Right?
it was...
But surely we can...
Xbox offered PC grade hardware. Steve Jobs worked for Atari in the past. I was waiting for Raheisha to run over a mine. You had managed to trip yet?
Father!
Wouldn't that have been really funny? Is that even possible?
We never asked for your... Vic, you... My son...
And...
Don't disappoint...
I...
You... You expect us to... Indeed they shall.
Indeed, they shall. Why are you doing this quest? Good XP. Yeah. I'm just filling out my XP, getting some numbers going, you know? Don't want to be too low level. Get stunned, idiot. Come on, doggish. Come here, come here, come here. Good time, good time. There we go, there we go. That's damage, baby. Bungie attended an Apple stage conference to apologize for bowing out. Low-key, though, I bet they were just, like, wiping their brow in relief. Thank God we don't have to make hardware. We don't have to make software for that hardware. They would have been so mad. Chat, I don't think we're gonna get this force power to work. It is what it is. We got the damage though, so we're chilling. Wow, I got the normal stun off the gun, but not the force stun. We'll take it. But yeah, imagine an alternate universe where Bungie and Apple were the pair, the combination. Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something? I love the tree to take cover behind. It's a very helpful tree. Sheesh. Give me that Sith energy shield and pop it. Damn. Bro is saving. Didn't matter. Didn't matter. We love free loot. Do you know why the Mac was so shit for gaming? No, why? I don't know why, though. I was curious. I think it's something to do with the operating system, if I had to guess. But I don't know for sure. All I know was that, like, nothing could run on Mac. Everything was Windows. Bad code. RIP. Slime him out. KOTOR was fine on Mac? Yes, KOTOR ran fine on Mac because it was on the App Store. So it was able to be ported to Mac laptops just fine. No problem. Someone should mod an insta heal and force button to save us the fast travel polka. Well, you see, in KOTOR, you can just heal anytime you want after combat's over. Crazy innovation. Quite frankly, I was surprised that KOTOR was able to do something so innovative. It's quite crazy. Let me leave. Oh, okay. One more. Uno más. Alright, come on. Let me out. There we go. There we go. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Wrong way. We're proud of our MMO designers and their healing design. Golf club. They have entire subclasses for healing. It's genius. We've never seen it before. Imagine if we had that back in the day. Wouldn't that have been swell? Damn, I'm getting pretty lucky with my crystal yields from these eggs. Usually I like barely get half of the eggs destroyed before I find a crystal. Yo, dog. Am I kind of... Is this tied to your charisma? Okay, no, there's one I missed. Two I missed. Still though, that's like most eggs. Over half for sure. Pretty lucky. How is shooting these eggs not a dark side action? I think it's a dark side action in KOTOR too. But also they are pests, so you know. It's not such a bad thing to get rid of pests, I suppose. Different morality. Moving onward. We have some Mandalorians to battle. Pests, are they? Only Sith deal in absolutes. Was that an absolute statement? Oh hey, it's our guy. It's right there. Did you know about the KOTOR story mods like Brotherhood of Shadow? Yeah, I'm aware of them. I do plan to review Slaheron one of these days. I think that'd be cool. But Brotherhood of Shadow, maybe I'll do something for that. I'm not sure though. Slaheron's on my list though, because I know it's very big and very new. So that'd be a good project, I think, to take a look at. No, not the dogs! Oh, dude, this is ass. That's actually troll. That's actually troll, dude. Respawning dogs. Body blocking. It is what it is, we just restart. Ah. Does he get stunned by this? Yeah, he's immune. That's what I thought. Move it, dogs. Wait, this works out. This works out. Free barrier. This is actually shiesty strats right now. Blocking him off so he can't attack me with a dog. This is revenge. Even though I'm not hitting. Oh, he's just stuck. They're just stuck, period. They're stuck on each other. Huge. Huge, actually. Favorite companions, Jolie, HK-47. In this game, specifically, HK-47 and Jolie, for sure. They're great. I love them. That one's just stuck, period. He just doesn't work properly. Amazing. Just ask them about their extended car warranty. Something Mandalorians are very well known to have. Extended car warranties. Of course. We like cheese. We cheese a little. We cheese a little against our Mandalorians. Monkey. Hello, Mijanchi. Welcome to the chat. Hope you are having a fine night. Bindo and 47, the standalone expansion buddy adventure we should have gotten. Dude, that would have gone so hard, actually. I would have played it. Okay, I must have gotten crit through that shield. That's crazy. Like, okay, bro. We have negative HP. This is the consequence of that. Even with double max toughness feat, we're still rocking 44 HP. Tragic. But seriously though, that guy must have gotten like a sneak attack critical. Or something. There we go, that's the stun we wanted. That's more like it, baby. That is what we wanted. Alright. Now we do the conclusions of all the quests here on the planet. Move on to Tatooine. Gotta love Tatooine. What's my third favorite companion on the list? What is... I like Cander's stories. His stories are cool. Mission's funny. Zalbar is meh. T3 is literally nothing. Juhani is meh. Karth is eh. I like Bastila, but I'm biased. So yeah, I'd probably say Canners is next on that list. Is it a coincidence that 47 and HK-47 are both assassins? You know, that's a good question, I wonder. That'd be really funny if it was a reference. It's not impossible that it was a reference. Alright, let's go back to the temple real quick. Talk to the lady. And get out of here.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Rahasian.
Hello, Shen and Rahasia. You should do KOTOR, but you only have 1 HP. Yeah, someone else is mentioning that this stream, actually. I think that's a video-worthy challenge. I think it's on my list as well, so it'll be down the line. HK-47 is a distant ancestor of Agent 47. Don't think about it too hard. Right, I guess I won't, since you said so. Since you said so. Asked so politely and all that. To Tatooine! I always overthink things. Me too, Loki. Me too. Yeah? Yeah? Who has subscribed? Who has done this? That's backwards. And I see kill me spelled backwards. I'm confused. Well, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. I'll take it. Good luck pronouncing that. I don't know if that's a dangerous word or not to say. That word that is right there. So I'm gonna abstain, I think. That would probably be the best choice there, chat. We use the rest of our money on med packs because we're always going to be needing more of them. KOTOR, but I only have 1 HP in real life. Puts on a shock collar. No, no, no. Don't do that. Don't die. Dying is very bad. Please do not do that. Please. Pretty please. Sounds like fun. Can I join? No. No suicides. No suicide pacts. $500 doubloons. Mucho shakapaka to all, and to all a good achuta. You're heading out, dear poops. I'll see you around. Thank you very much for coming by. I do appreciate the company. Oh shit, did I have enough money for HK? No, I don't. I'm actually a little stupid. That's okay, I'll make money off of selling these guys' items over here in just a second. I'm gonna use the restroom, I'll be right back. Yes, Shroob did, as a matter of fact, go down like the punk he is. He actually got cheesed. Unintentionally. Anyway, I'm gonna be right back and use the restroom. Okay, we're back. While I'm here, may as well go ahead and check my ideas list, which I should definitely just have bookmarked by now. Da, 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 da. There it is. It's bookmarked now. KOTOR. Okay, no, I do have that on my list. It was already there. Okay, we're good. We're fine. We're chilling. No, not the 6-7! How dare you. I always see the 6-7, Yusuf. You don't understand. I probably should have gotten force immunity. Oh well. It is what it is. Got you. You have a shot caller on the list? No. Though, now that I think about it, once I hit 10k and I start, like, streaming my face and shit on certain days, that would be a really funny challenge. Shot caller. I would have to, like, figure out a rule, though. Like, when do I get shocked by the caller? Every time I die with 1 HP or something? Or, I think I just killed this guy raw. Oh, it's over when they use force powers on me, dude. But yeah, some form of torture would be pretty entertaining. I don't know what. Or with what gimmick, but it would be pretty entertaining. Bro is stunned and he's doing damage anyway. That's literally bullshit, actually. Broken ass game. You have to give control of it to, like, Chi or Goose. That would be scary as fuck. I would just be getting shocked for no reason. Maybe it'd be like a democracy thing. Like, a poll is held every 10 minutes or something. And if chat likes what I'm doing, they'll spare me, but if they don't, I die. I get shocked. That could be pretty funny, actually. I have a feeling I'd be getting shocked for no reason, though. Because I know the... Oh, I'm getting choked. Alright, cool. Thanks, man. Alright. Don't make a girl promise you can't keep it. We could trade remotes? No. Don't terrify me. Y'all scaring me. Whatever, we just shoot this guy. We don't need force powers. We just shoot this guy. He dies. Crit strikes are going to be a constant problem this run, I can already tell. What's the crit strike? Is it reflex? Crit strike. KOTOR. What's the saving throw for that? That didn't take me to the right page. Critical strike. Fortitude. So I could always just wear a fortitude belt when I'm fighting Sith. That may have to be a thing. Malik, though, I have to have the capacitance shield on. So I don't know, that may be a problem. That may lead to a lot of resets. Have I ever done crit strike over Flurry and Power? I haven't made like a crit specific build, like super specific crit build. I've done like crit build for a challenge while I had certain restrictions, but it wasn't like a crit specific challenge or anything. It did pretty alright. Can't complain with its performance. Not really. Didn't do too bad. I'm gonna sell Quartz Pistol, Successive Pistol, Plastic Carbine Sonic Rifle. Soon. Alright, we've got money. All we needed was HK-47 money. So we're chilling. We got some spending money. If I wanted to do a crit strike build, I'd make a double-bladed lightsaber or double-bladed melee build and have the keen crystal in the double-bladed lightsaber. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I've also done crit strike with double Baragwin blades. I think that was for, yeah, that specifically that run was that was the alien run. That was fucking. Let me pull that up. I had double Baragwin blades, which were both keen, and I was using crit strike for that build. It was no armor class. It was a no armor class run. Crit strike reduced my AC all the way down to 1, which is effectively 0 in this game, because rolling a 1 is an automatic fail. So they wouldn't hit you anyway at 1. But yeah. It was a pretty decent build. It did alright. If I had the Force, it would be a lot better. But yeah, Baragwin blades or keen lightsaber with Solari crystal, Heart of the Guardian, stuff like that would go pretty hard, I think. Baragwin blades are probably better, honestly. For a crit build with force powers and all that. But yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't as good, but it wasn't bad. Heart of the cards. Heart of the fards.
Greetings.
Greetings. $2,500 credits. Nice. Hey man, you're mine. Bye-bye. Okay. Let's talk to Jawa. Isis.
No one.
No one. 26 days until you move. Oh boy. Are you prepared? Are you gonna be ready? It's a big day. Hopefully they got good Wi-Fi over where you're going. Never done a dark side run because I'll feel bad. Honestly, bro, that was exactly my reasoning up until I did the Grug run. The Grug run was my very first dark side run ever.
Anyone out there?
I just didn't want to do that. So the NPCs and my friends here.
Oh, wait.
I know the answers to all of these, I'm pretty sure. I actually don't know the answer to this one, but I always choose 3. And it's usually right. So we win.
That was.
And your streams move to 12 PM, so I never catch another. Ugh. Well, you'll always have the VODs. Who knows, maybe when you're on your lunch, you could, pop in, say hello. Why would, Trask ever need to have learned to speak Javanese? It was a, it was an elective course on Alderaan. Some of the nobles take Javanese as, you know, a way to fill out classes and waste time. It's like the pottery of Alderaan. Oh yeah, we're cooking this run. Not even the Sand People Warriors are gonna be a problem, bro. This run's kinda solved, not gonna lie. With the right force powers working, we just don't die. Also, that court ruling got overturned. It was declared unconstitutional, like, right away, wasn't it? At the start of the month. Mr. Peter Hegset's ruling was not long-lived. Oh shit, one didn't get stunned. Haha, he missed. Now he does. We win. Moving on. Going on in it. Okay, I actually don't think I survived the Gamorrean's ambush over here. I think I have to skip that encounter. Oh nah, these bastards saved. That means we just shoot at them and run away. It's almost as good as the Jedi Guardian pounce trick. You just run away, pounce, run away. Very funny strategy. Okay, hello, can I hit? Thank you. Nobody take that quote out of context, by the way. I'll be very sad. I'll cry. Alrighty.
Help!
Let's see if we live this. I'm pretty sure we don't.
Please.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright, we're skipping that. The Gamorreans get to live for now.
Help!
What quote? You weren't listening? Too late. Too late, you didn't hear it? Didn't happen. trees in the woods falling when no one's around and all that. Themes and such. The ruling the other day was that it was illegally targeting the plaintiffs. Yeah. Something like that. Got overturned because of it. Which is good. Good to hear. Glad to hear. Oh wow, these raids have no stun. No stun resistance. My guns are stunning. You know it's rough. I get so guilty when I see them hide. And then they deal 1,000,000 damage to me. No way. I'm getting ambushed right now. That's kind of crazy, actually. This may be problematic. That's okay, I win this. I always win. I have never lost. Love your streams. 30 minutes before I get off work and I get to wind down with a chill stream. Hell yeah, dude. How convenient. Thank God for force speed. Very true. Well, if you do identify as the plaintiff, as a plaintiff, would you be given the benefits? In my case, it's listed as voluntary separation. I see. But I think you could probably argue that. You could talk about pressures and cultures and etc. You definitely have a shot in court if you would want to pursue that. Not that I would know anything about it, but I just based off of what I hear and what things are like, and the fact that the court case ruling was having to be made at all, I think you would have a chance at arguing that the voluntary nature of the separation was less than so. I'd have to stay until 2019, and that sounds yucky. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of surprising that only Dooku and Palpatine can use Force Lightning until Rey in the prequels. Yeah, you would think at least Maul would figure it out, but it's like it's a secret, man. Only in Old Republic is Sith Lightning like a common technique that any Sith can use. Which makes sense, I guess. Considering, you know, the Sith and the Jedi had been actively fighting for thousands of years at this point. So they have a reason to share all their deepest, darkest secrets with anyone. I mean, hell, the Jedi were, like, repopulating and having attachments and shit. They were replenishing their numbers manually. Let me go get my HP back real quick. You miners can handle this. Let them funnel in nice and grouped up and whatnot. There we go. That's what we like to see. Oh, fuck. Yeah, level up. We love to see it. Another Rizz for the pile. We love having maximum Rizz. Yo, do I take Insanity? I think I take Insanity. Even though I'm kind of throwing by taking Insanity. We take Insanity. The Insanity SMP! It's hardcore Minecraft! Maul had no excuse to not have lightning. What a jobber. All that aura didn't mean shit. Vader had an excuse. It was short-circuited his suit. They are just the only two that spent a feat point on lightning. True. They like their force speed and shit. They're Guardian builds. That's what they're a fan of, what can I say? Did Trask Rizz HK47 yet? Actually, yes. We have HK47. He is on the team. Grenade! I never get hit by grenades. Never, not once. I'm the best at avoiding grenades. Very best. No one avoids grenades like I do. Like I avoided the Vietnam draft. Or speed saved me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get cryo banned? I would never. And why was Maul also an apprentice of Palpatine if the rule of 2 applies? So since his death, Dooku comes in the picture, I guess. It's time to get for episode 1 and 2. Must have been 10 years. Well, Palpatine didn't know Maul was alive. Everyone thought Maul was dead. So. And when he found out he was alive, admittedly, he did let him live. I don't remember why he let him live. I know he took him prisoner, though. And did some shit to him. He did some shit to him so he could live for the next TV shows. Obviously. But tragically, you know, Savage was slimed out. Let's be real, I think I said this on a stream recently, actually. I said I was pretty sure Savage was just supposed to be the Maul stand-in, like he was supposed to be exactly as strong as Maul. But eventually one of the showrunners I said eventually twice. One of the showrunners eventually suggested that, hey, why don't we just bring back Maul proper so we don't have to, you know, use the stand-in guy. And they were like, oh shit, okay, why not? So now we had Maul and Savage, and eventually when the time came, they chose to kill Savage. Because we had Maul already. Somehow Maul has returned. HK47, the most charismatic playable character. A run where you are a battle droid, clanker only. Yeah, I've got that run. It's up. It is on the channel. We love that run. Savage had a lot of plot armor. Yeah. He did. Until he didn't. I saw, but I'm gonna watch it again. Hell yeah. Love to hear that. Another view for the algorithm. Roger, roger. Maul should have stayed dead. Why keep him alive if you have Savage? Listen, they had Sam Witwer breathing down George Lucas's neck saying, George, I haven't been in anything recently. Nobody likes the Force Unleashed, apparently. Give me a role here. I graduated from Juilliard. And he was like, alright, fine. You can be Darth Maul. And he was like, fuck yeah. It all worked out. Maul was cooler. Poor Clancy Brown. Maybe Clancy Brown was just going to be too much of an expense. Maybe they realized, oh shit, this is like an A-tier TV actor here. He's going to cost a shit ton of money. And meanwhile, Sam Witwer is such a big Star Wars geek, he's like, man, I'll do that shit for free. So he said, alright, we'll bring back Maul just for you, buddy. I don't actually know if that's, like, true at all, but I wouldn't be surprised. Sam Witwer didn't pressure George for shit. Is that true, George threw him a bone? I'm making shit up. I'm LARPing. I'm just saying things. I'm just imagining things that would be funny if they were real. Also, I forgot that forgetting to put on your Sand People outfit makes ambushes happen out here. It's extra XP. Not a lot, but it's not bad. I don't think I'll bother with it though. Not gonna get every ambush to proc. Maul was brought back and they cast Sam after. I'm pretty sure he was voicing Maul even in like his fucked up state where he was like a spider. Or did they have somebody else voice him at that point? I don't see why they would not have Sam start off. In the writer's room, he was brought back. So you think, or so it was, as it were. It wasn't Sam Witwer pressuring George to get a role. Funny as that would be. Tragic. If only. I am the spy. Spy TF2 real?
Extra.
Saw a video about how Darth Maul planned to kill Qui-Gon in the way that he did by scouting that fight location the day before the battle. Is it real? Is it true? Is it lore? Oh! Traskell goes naked! This is what he wears. He has armor on all the time. He's never actually naked. That would be lewd. It was in the canon book? Ah, cool. I believe Maul would do something like that. Even if he didn't, you know, kill Anakin or do whatever he was supposed to do. He at least learned something from Qui-Gon. That he was old and ready to die. $200 credits. Yippee. About how Obi-Wan is slept on in lightsaber combat. I don't think anyone sleeps on Obi-Wan, bruh. Except Duchess Satine. Ayo. Anyway. Obi-Wan, like, doesn't really lose fights, honestly. Like, ever. And when he does, it's because Darth Maul wanted the plot time. Thinking a bowcaster only run? That would be a pretty hard early game. at least at the start, because then you'd have to bum rush the sewers to get Zalbar's bowcaster. Your damage would be pretty bad as well. Even with Zalbar's bowcaster, there's not many good upgrades up until you get to Kashyyyk. And even then, the upgrades aren't that crazy. It would just be a pretty annoying run. Not that hard, I don't think. Slept on, he defeated Anakin. Yeah, exactly. That is there as well. I think the video guy just needed a thumbnail. I don't think anyone actually thought Obi-Wan was, like, bad at fighting. In canon, the other Jedi and Sith didn't think Form 3 was the best, so Obi-Wan was slept on in that regard. That makes more sense. Yo, just a request, talk louder. I'm sleeping to this. Love you, monkey. It's like Trask time. Talk louder? I thought my audio was already peaking like it usually does. If I look at my OBS right now, I bet it's in the red. But louder? Hold on. Alright guys, how we feeling about this audio? Are we doing good? How we like it? We chilling with this? What do you guys like? Yeah, come on, bruh. Yo, turn that shit down. Damn. Okay. Oh well, I tried. Turn that shit down. Sorry. Loud is funny and all that. Brain rot. It's a little low. Sorry. You're playing solo mode, no constitution right now? No con? Damn. That's gonna be rough. Have fun with that, though. If you're doing 1 HP run, let me know. I gotta know strats for 1 HP. I gotta get ideas. I low-key almost just opened a container in front of all the sand people. I can feel my brain rotting in real time. Solo mode, no weapons, no stats, 1 life only. No fucking weapons or stats. Negative damage on melee. You would literally be healing people with your hands. What the fuck? No way. No way. Just realized I had my YouTube volume at 1. Never mind. Thanks for the bit, though. Trask time. Hell yeah. We always love the bits in the chat. We love the bits. Trask needed to be killed off at the start of the game so he wouldn't solo the whole verse. You're so right. Haha, free money. You know who... Yeah, I made that joke, Sakurized. But also welcome to the chat. Thank you for coming by. Brain rot rhymes with grug. Grug rot. So true, actually. Ugh, I didn't press the second thing. Fuck, I missed. There, got it. I got one shot by sand people many times. They made me into a rug. Aw, nah. Not the skin rug, bro. Can I beat KOTOR as a healer? Easily. You just have your companions do everything and heal them. And our Spire would be a little annoying, but honestly, probably doable. Good hunting. Thoughts on new KOTOR?
Achuta,
뭔가 군비돌비 기고였나?
I recently bought Cyberpunk. Is it good?
Cyberpunk is most certainly good, dude. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. I highly recommend playing with the Gorilla Arms build. You'll have a swell time. Thank you very much for your support, by the way, Caver, and welcome to the chat. Thoughts on new KOTOR? KOTOR, we have no information on, apart from just like who's making it. I'm happy with who's making it. I hope they do good. I'm sure they will. I'm just, you know, gonna be waiting for the game to release. Or get information via trailer or release for the press or whatever. Anyone else grugging their grug right now? Me. What did the Sand People do to Anakin's mom? Torture. Let her out, probably. Then she died in Anakin's arms. Probably didn't feed her for that whole thing either. DLC is great too. Hell yeah. Bought the game plus the DLC? Oh yeah, you're gonna have a great time, bro. You're gonna have a great time. You may have to turn some settings down, which is fine. But yeah, Cyberpunk is peak. You'll love it.
I'm going in.
Did they pull in Anissa? No, I don't think they did that. I don't think they did, no. Unless George Lucas said in the novelization, please make sure you mention this. I don't think so. Wish I could play it again for the first time. Hell yeah. I play on max settings. Well, you've got a max rig. I've got a 2070 Super. This is now considered old. Which is tragic. It's like a $2,000 PC. Laptop, whatever. Wish I could play KOTOR 1 for the first time again. You know, I'm okay with not playing KOTOR 1 for the first time again. I was pretty ass my first time. But story-wise, yeah, it'd be great to be surprised by the story all over again. Wouldn't that be nice? Yo, bro, get stunned. This is fine, we'll just lure you out. I'm okay with this. I ran too far in the wrong direction. No. I'm ass. I'm ass. Get stunned already. Thank you. Appreciate it. Sheesh. Some guys, they just don't like to be stunned. I can't believe I wasn't spoiled about the twist at the time. You've got 2 max rigs, yeah, which is crazy. 1 for work and 1 for play. Easy. What happens if I leave and come back? Obviously, it'll be fine, probably. Miss Moneybags over there. First time I played through KOTOR 1 was in 2005. Haha, you were late. Haha. How dare you miss out on it. Tragic. I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating and it gets everywhere. So true, critical and chaotic. I agree. I have more fun now just messing with the game. Me too. You should dox KOTOR, but if I die, I die in... Do KOTOR, but if I die in real life. That would be immaculate clickbait. Immaculate clickbait. Unignorable, perhaps. But if I do die, I don't want to die IRL, you know? That'd be pretty lame. I haven't even gotten to show you guys my monkey onesie yet. If I die before doing that, I'll cry. I'd also be dead. I was playing episode 3 in Battlefront 2005, no KOTOR on PS2. Tragic. If I die in KOTOR, I commit a felony IRL. Yeah, I'll rip the tags off my Batchers or some shit. Easy loophole. They don't get to laugh about people being late to play KOTOR. You were too. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? No idea what you're talking about. That's crazy. KOTOR, but I fight Darth Malik in real life, the voice actor. He's probably old now. I could probably win that. Unless he has a gun. Then I'd probably lose that. Yeah, bro, let me square up with you real quick, you mind? I need this for my video. This is gonna be on the YouTubes. Original Xbox came with the KOTOR Game of the Year edition. Fuck yeah, dude. What a deal. What a bonus. It would be cool if Revan's mask were an item in the game. Yeah, you never get to wear it. Or find it. Or use it. Sag. Revenge of the Sith was peak. The multiplayer mode was cool, like Mortal Kombat. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people talk about that game. I played it on a CRT TV in my barracks in Texas. Honestly, bro, that's such a vibe, and excuse me. You should go to the house of a kid I hated just to play multiplayer. Fuck. That's how they got us back in the day. You could hate people in your community, but you had to hang out with them to play games and shit. Now you can play multiplayer online. You don't have to interact with anyone anymore. Sarah Keto was the first Ahsoka. Yeah, but she died though, so that's kind of rough. Friends? What, critical chaotic? What have you to say? What have you to say? Yummy human corpse. Who was a Jedi? Chuta. Oh, 101. Ha! Oh, 101. Solid Snake as a Twi'lek from KOTOR. I would love to read out all the Twi'lek conlang as Solid Snake. That shit would be hilarious, actually. Muliram. A relative pack. What are we doing? What are we saying? How much you guys want to bet that if Kahlo Nord had won the fight with Revan, he would have taken credit for killing the Krayt Dragon? He totally would have wrote that shit down. Did I have an OG Xbox as a kid? No. I had a PS2. That was from my cousins.
I have to.
Let's go, boys. It's showtime. And they don't come at me. Mucho shakapaka on a nihon. Bro just said you're Bro just said he's Japanese. Or he's from Japan, actually. Nihongo is Japanese. Nihon is Japan. Fuck. They got lucky. They got lucky. Kyle Nord would become Revan. We need an ass lore video with that title. Kyle Nord becomes Revan? Yeah, I can. I can run past him. I just, I want to kill him, so you know. I'm not gonna run past. I forget that on Tatooine, though, he's immune to horror. Which is tragic. If I can at least take out his guys piecemeal, helps out a lot. Nippon. That's fucking crazy, dude. He's the strongest on Tatooine. You know what? Just for that bullshit, have a plasma grenade to remind you of old times. For my old buddy. Oh, they coming into the cave out here. They following. I'm the dragon now, bitch. Did that go hard, guys? Did that have aura? Was it tough? As the kids say. We'll take it. Get 3. Kylo's gonna be a bit of a problem. Can't stun him. It'll just have to be a shield ship battle. But he just gets the hits, so you know. Any tips for getting past Manon? Do it as fast as you can, because yeah, I don't think most people like replaying Manon. He is indeed pretty ass. Bro parried. Parried my force power. Alright, this... I could always just run a No, I don't have one. I don't have a sword on me, actually. This is just gonna take a while. But I could ignore him if I really get annoyed. Wouldn't be the worst thing. He will heal as well, which is very annoying. Those are his 2 packs. We win the face tank off for sure. One more hit. There we go, baby. That wasn't so bad. Mildly annoying, but not so bad. Kashyyyk is awful because no teleports. Yeah, it's true. is very annoying to deal with. However, you can skip a lot of Kashyyyk if you don't want to bother with it. That's what makes it at least better than Manon. Manon, you just kind of gotta deal with it. I guess if you really want to be quick with Manon, you can just skip through the Sith base, only collect the droid part, and move on. Do your trial, get off scot-free by saying the Sith were trying to turn you. And, just do the underwater section as per normal. So I guess Manon can be a lot easier than people think, but if you want to do every side quest on Manon, you have to play it in full. I'll admit Paragus and Telos back-to-back is rough. Isn't Terrace and Dantooine back-to-back kind of tough too? No. Dantooine's pretty easy to skip through. Very easy, actually. Very, very easy. That's what I usually do. I skip most of Dantooine and come back and do it once I have good items. That's my new strat. And Terrace is paced perfectly, in my opinion. I enjoy Terrace. I'm gonna live big. You're gonna leave Big Z and Kashyyyk this time? Damn. Terrace is probably a fave part of this game? Yeah, for sure. I agree. Progress would be a lot better if we had Terrace instead of Telos afterwards. Yeah. Fair. Honestly, Terrace and being a Jedi, or being a normal person on Terrace in general, serves the plot really well. It makes the reveal of you being Revan more impactful. Because you went through an entire planet being a totally normal guy. You know what it's like to be just a street-level thug. A grunt Republic soldier. Meanwhile, Paragus isn't really, like, about reconnecting with the Force. More so, it's about, like, finding out who the hell you are and what the fuck is going on. And even then, you don't really figure everything out all at once. Is it possible to romance Karth? Not as a guy. But if you're Lady Revan, yeah. Even on the music on Kashyyyk is such a bop. Yeah, dude, so true. Who else up eating cold fast food? Not me, but I could. It'd be kind of funny.
Hold here,
Trask can romance Karth, though? Max charisma? You're right, you're right. That's a special case. You know. Him being how he is. Is the dark side female Revan romance only possible with the Lost Content mod? I actually don't know. I think you... Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't convince Karth to be your romance if you're dark side female in this game, unless the Lost Content mod has that.
Yes.
Trask can romance me and I'm a lesbian. The power of charisma. Just too powerful. People saying Juhani had the best romance. They say Bastila one is too cringy. I don't think the Juhani one's very good. I don't think Juhani's writing is very fleshed out, to be honest. But it's there. Well, but like, why would you want to romance Karth? Some people like the Karth, George. Welcome to the chat, by the way. Charisma is the most powerful of all stats. Yes, you can romance Juhani. You can. Have you seen those cheek polygons? Juhani is hotter. Whatever you say, man. Different strokes, literally at this point, for different folks. I like KOTOR, but the KOTOR models in KOTOR 1 are pretty rough. They're like Oblivion KOTOR. Oblivion Khajiit, I should say. Want to do everything you can in the game? Well, hell yeah, more power to you. Juhani is a weird Russian space cat. Yeah, her accent doesn't really make sense. I like how Juhani's kind of like tinging on Russian, and then Eric Jorgen in SWTOR is like full-on God-given, red-blooded American. God-fearing, red-blooded American accent. Where'd that go, huh? Where'd the lore go? When you can romance Jabba? You can't romance Jabba? What? What in the hell are we talking about? "99% of the time I don't bother romancing anyone." Me neither. Not anymore. Because, like, it's just an extra quest to do that I don't really need to do. But if I'm doing a serious run, then yeah. Like a serious run of my own, then yeah, I'll romance someone. You didn't know about the Jabba romance by winning all swoop races? Not possible. Liar! Deceiver! Don't you lie to me. Canon ending? Nah, bruh. I don't need Rada being canon in SWTOR right now. That shit would be terrifying. Ow, landmine. He had to come about somehow. There's lots of inconsistent lore about how huts work. Some people are saying they're asexual, they like reproduce through mitosis or whatever. There's also Big Mama Hut, which, you know, she's the Big Mama Hut. Which is it, Star Wars? Which is it, George? We need this. It's important. Hot romance options are only possible with the dancer outfit as a female. Bro. Jabba does canonically have a son, but is it a mitosis son? Or is it a son? I need the Star Wars lore compendium to answer the question. But also I don't really want to know the answer. Undefined reproduction is via pollination. You know, I'll take that, honestly. Midichlorian son. Do you also want visual graphics? No, no thanks. I'm alright. I'm alright. You can keep those. It's Leia's? Bro. Bro. It's possible for it to be both. I don't think I want it to be both. I want it to be nonth. Neither nor. Let me regen my force points real quick. These Sith guys are gonna be a bit of a problem. A bit of a problem. Please make them for the Hut run. No. Hottest alien species in Star Wars? Those guys who work on Mustafar. From an objective standpoint, they're working on the hottest planet in the galaxy, so, like, they gotta be really hot, so, you know, makes sense to me. Yoda species is the hottest. Sex appeal is through the roof with me. George Lucas intended this. My puppet's just freaky. Alright, I'm not talking backwards. Freaky my puppet is. Also, he's stunned, but not stunned. That's crazy. Again, alright, man. Cool. We just keep using force speed. Hey man, knock that shit off. Cool. Dog water game. The pit droids, Shock T. Yo, bro, the Togruta are kind of bad, though. I gotta agree. And Ventress, I also agree with that. It's obviously Yarel Poof and Queen Amidala. No, it's gotta be one or the other. Either or. Let's not pussyfoot around here. It's Yarel Poof. I think we understood that. I think it was implicit. I think it was inferred that we want to see the poof. Anyway, I'm just saying, Force Unleashed Shock T, god damn. But yeah, Togruta in general, Twi'leks as well. A lot of pretty Star Wars races. There goes my force speed. We'll take it. Gotta wait for our force points to regen though. Ewoks? Buddy. Bro looking at his teddy bear kinda weird. Are you saying you want to unleash your force on her? Well, technically she's dead, but you know. In a situation where that's not true, yeah, I suppose. I'm racist except for Twi'lek girls. Local crime lord on your Star Wars planet be like. Relo Baruch? Who the hell is that? I'm looking it up. This better not be gross. What is that image? What is that image of a fat Rhodian? What the hell? That's really funny. Why does he have no nose? No, wait, never mind. It's just really small. Relo Baruch, dude. I guess I see the appeal. Sorry, that was probably really loud. Did you hear the OG Jabba's Palace music? So much better than the special edition song. Yeah, I remember it. I came here in the first 9 years, Monkey talking about good-looking Star Wars aliens. This is where the fun begins. Join the Anti-Alien League! Except for Twi'leks. Bro, we're like Avatar, Fire, and Ash out here. Fucking Quaritch spent 1 night in the tent and he's alright with the blue aliens. Bro understands now what Sully was doing, betraying all of humanity. The blue cats, you know? Anyway, yeah, it's URL poof, no diff. Just saying. Twi'leks? Twinklex? I don't think such a technology has been unlocked yet on the Civilization 6 tech tree. I don't think we've ever been given such a thing. Need me a Gamorrean baddie? I don't even want to imagine that, bruh. But you do you. Me when I see Twi'leks. Ah, that's that. That's that. Ben Quadraneros is undefeated. That's true, bro. He's a bad boy. He races. That's got appeal. You know there's Twinkleck bars? Maybe in SWOTOR, but like... I don't think we've ever seen any main trilogy Twinklecks, bro. You think Bib Fortuna from the original trilogy underwent Twinkleck death? That's why he became a fat chud. It was like Jabba's domo after he died. Even before Jabba died, he was kind of like just a dude. What the fish mouth do? You bros looking at the catfish IRL, looking at a picture of a catfish IRL thinking, damn. Like, okay, bro. Salcath really do just be walking catfish. After reading the history of the Selkath, they had it coming. What happened to them? I want a Selkath to whisper in your ear. Amazing. Twinkleck is funny as hell. I'm the gay in the Davik base. Hey, baby. The gay... Zork, I'm so proud of you. Congratulations. Hey, man. I know you were looking at Canderous like that. I know the way you were looking at him. I get it. That outfit Canderous had on Terrace, bro. Bye forever, Zalbar. During Pride Month too. Happy Pride Month, Zork. I want pure Pazak whispered in your ear. Yeah, that's the thing, though. If Atten says it, he'll also mention how he killed his ex, who wasn't actually his ex. He just fell in love with a girl he tortured to death. You know, cool stuff like that. Happy June. We revealing things in the Legend Monkey chat room tonight. It's the best place for shenanigans of the sort. I said guy. No, you didn't. What about the Greedo species? Nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. We ain't messing with the bugs. Not a big fan. Not a big fan of the bugs. We say nuh-uh. Not yet, huh? You know he won't shoot first. Falling in love with your torture victim is some opposite day Stockholm. Wonder if he has a name. Wonder if it has a name. Attenism. I know I'm technically skipping some dialogue, some issues, some details, but you know, I have to slander Atten. I gotta make it my agenda. Yes, that merchant in KOTOR 2 is nice. But just, you know, even though I've said to the contrary, I wouldn't. Not my thing, bro. I don't look at a mosquito and think, God dang it. I'm not a Hollow Knight player. Rhodians have best friend energy. Damn. Rip to Rhodians. Looking forward to the new official KOTOR game. I'm looking forward to it, but we need information on it, you know? I'm happy that we've got the people working on it, who are working on it, because they originally worked on KOTOR. Casey Hudson specifically, and Mass Effect. But we don't have any information about the game or what it's going to be like in the form of, like, you know, gameplay trailers or stuff like that. I'll be looking forward to it more once we have more information. I'm happy that it's being made at all, though. That's a huge plus. You don't want to get sucked by a mosquito? Nah, bruh. Not a big fan of mosquitoes. Not a big fan of skeeters. The way they throw their diseases around. And also they hurt, so you know, it's not fun. Cautious optimism. What if the mosquito cured cancer and drove a Ferrari? If mosquitoes cured cancer, they would suddenly go extinct. And also, I don't really care what cars people drive. Much less what bugs drive. Though, I gotta wonder, what was Barry B. Benson driving in his movie, bro? What was his mobile? You think that had good honey mileage? I wonder. Gotta wonder. Chat getting purged in live time. What's happening, chat? What? I wasn't looking directly. I like adding Karth to my party because he's Cade Malenko. True. What do you think Suvam Tam drives? His space station, bruh. I think his space station counts. I bet he gets write-offs on it. Then again, I don't think he pays taxes, honestly. I don't think he's letting the Republic do that to him. A bee stole my wife. Plot of the bee movie. That is true. That is the plot. This bee is living my life! I woke up in a new space station. That's true. Literal, actual lore for Suvam Tam unlocked. I woke up in a new space station. Suvam Tam is a pretty interesting story that you found out today. Oh yeah? What's that? In Boo Movie, all bees have the same hairstyle. The male bees have buzz cuts and the female bees have beehive hairstyle. Yes, I remember. I remember that. This is a clever reference to bee-related puns. In case you missed the joke. Hello, Chups. Welcome. You think if you drove your space station in the orbit of another space station as a new neighbor, you get a parking ticket or a visa violation? Why not both? Slap a fine on both of them. Call it a good day for the government. Free taxes. Kashyyyk could be 5 times better if it wasn't for the monkey noises? What? The monkey noises are the best part. You don't know who you're talking to. This is a Legend Monkey. I love the monkeys. Space station collapsed, but he survives by being put into a kind of stasis or frozen in something. Lives to 400, when most Rhodians only live to 60 to 80. Hid his stash and left a data log for his son. Interesting. Bro's, Bro's kind of epic, actually. Very interesting. Suvam, my goat Tam, living to 8 bajillion years old. Tack noises are lulling me to sleep. Hell yeah. They are so soothing. The sweetest lullaby. Malik should have bombed Kashyyyk rather than Terrace. Honestly, bro, it would probably take a lot longer to bomb Kashyyyk. All the trees would get in the way. Not to say that buildings wouldn't also get in the way like they did with Terrace, but like... these trees, bro, they just keep growing back. Anyway, fellas, I think this is a good stopping point for now. Charisma run has gotten very far today. We're definitely dealing normal run amount of damage. Give or take. A little less. Our stats are pretty bad, but with the Force, most things are possible now. We'll be back to streaming in a week, I believe. So next Thursday, I'll let you guys know the specific date, but assume that it'll be next Thursday. If it's not next Thursday, it'll be next Saturday. But yeah, thank you guys for coming today. I will see you guys in 7 days, or maybe 9 days. Again, I'll let you know, but I'll send an announcement out that suggests 7 days. Hopefully 7 days. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have a good night, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you, bye.